Okay guys, we are back under the Ridgeline, and you might be asking yourself, do these really have a transfer case? Well, yes, they do have a transfer case. Now this is not a traditional transfer case that you might see in a truck, SUV with a selectable, lever in the floor, something like that, type of four-wheel drive. But there has to be a way to transfer power from the transmission to the rear differential, and that's called a transfer case. These do have gear oil in them. It holds about half a quart or so. I don't know the exact fluid capacity. Don't care, because if you've watched any of my previous videos, you fill it till you spill it. So on this one, this is exactly the same, pretty close. I don't remember exactly what the Pilot looked like. I did the Pilot a few days ago, week ago. Drain plug here, fill plug here. These are 3/8 square, just like a ratchet. And you always want to make sure you can get the fill plug loose first. You don't want to drain it and then discover that you can't get the fill plug loose. So let's go ahead and pop this in, and we're going to start draining this. I'll show you the Honda gear oil in a minute. I'll go ahead and get this draining, and I'll show you that while we wait. So just like the rear, you see that little, well, you may not be able to see, there's a little washer. These have a crush washer just like everything else. Everything has a crush washer. Drain plug on the oil pan for the engine. So let's get this draining. Now again, this is gear oil. It's going to be much thicker. It's also going to be a different color. So while this is draining, I'll show you the gear oil I picked up and what you need to fill it. So what I've got is the Honda 75W85 Hypoid. What does hypoid mean? I don't know. Gear oil. You're going to need a pump, just like that. So if you watch the previous video, I changed the rear differential fluid in this Ridgeline. This is the same pump. So I put this in the quart bottle of the gear oil. I did pump it about 6 or 8 times just to wash the rear differential fluid, the VTM-4 fluid, out of it. So this is ready to go. I did use about a third of this oil already in the Pilot, so I'll have to switch this out at some point just to finish filling it. So that's that. Alright, we are ready to fill. I got the drain plug replaced. It's all drained out. I'm going to bring the gear oil over. You're going to want to have some paper towels, shop rags, raincoat, the basics for cleanup. This can get a little messy if you're me, at least, so I'm not really the neatest with this stuff. So I'm just going to shove the hose in. Off we go. I do expect to run out because this only had about right now about down to about 8 ounces approximately. Alright, see, it's starting to aerate. So I have reached the end of my suction tube. So let's swap this out. Let's bring over the fresh quart. Unscrew this. And we're going to move this aside. So this is where it kind of gets a little tricky. Out with the old, in with the new. Wasn't bad. Stay positive. Okay. Off we go. Again, we're going to fill it till we spill it. So once you start seeing it overfill or overflow, I think I bumped the camera. Sorry, hang on guys. Let me fix this. I think you're looking at the exhaust pipe maybe. Hang on. So let's keep rolling. Uh-oh, uh-oh, coming out. Uh-oh, here we go, see? So once it starts to drain out like that, you're finished. You know, you might give it a pump or two for giggles, but it's really a waste of time and oil. So we're gonna pull this out. And if you keep that hose kind of up in the air, maybe you won't lose so much out of that. And I kind of need 3 hands here, so I'm going to hold that in place and start putting the fill plug in. Just like the rear differential, this is a very easy project. Anybody can do it. Simple tools. Find you a drain bucket. Go to work. There's no reason to pay somebody to do this. Yeah, so let's put the ratchet in. I kind of got some stuff in the way. Let's move this aside. A little bit of a circus going here. Okay. We're done. Once you're done, just kind of wipe everything off. You're finished. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, this is a transfer case, not a front differential. The front differential is in the transmission for the front drive. The rear drive comes out of a transfer case. This is not a 2-speed transfer case like you would find in a traditional truck or SUV. This is not a selectable transfer case. All it does is transfer power from the front to the rear. Alright guys, go pick up some oil and get to work. Alright, just going to show you the color difference. The oil in the tube is fresh. The oil down here is what I drained, and this clearly has not been changed. So, this is a very overlooked service on these because a lot of people don't understand that these have a transfer case and it has gear oil in it. So change yours. Now,